joining me, we have Rhonda, and she is from Blowing Rock Refuge Church. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So this is a new church in the High Country. Tell us a little bit about it and how it got started.
Well, Refuge is a new church. However, it's much more than a church. Refuge is meant to be a ministry. The way that we got started is we had basically a group of people that got together, a small group of people that are very passionate about seeing change in the Blowing Rock, Boone, Watauga County area. I've been in ministry for a very, very long time, been involved in a lot of church ministry, and told a group of people that I would be very excited about something that we could show compassion in the community for. If we could be the church and not do the church, then I would love to be a part of a new ministry. And so that's kind of how the whole idea came about, is being a ministry, people caring for people, a ministry that goes out into the community and does what we can to make a difference. We do come together for worship on Sunday mornings, but our primary purpose is to come together for worship so that we can be encouraged and empowered to go out into the world and make a difference.
Sounds like an incredible organization.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
Absolutely. So what are some of the ways that you're specifically going to be a ministry to the community?
Well, we've already been involved in quite a few things. We have participated in feeding people at the hospitality house. We went over there just last week, and we had a really great time with the residents of the hospitality house, and that was fantastic. What we do on Sunday mornings, our outreach ministry is called 1440.
Okay.
And the reason it's called 1440 is because you have 1,440 minutes a day. That's what you've been given every day.
Okay, good
And
to
that,
know.
1440 is for you to make a difference. So out of that 1,440 minutes, you are meant to make a difference in the world. And so our 1440 ministry is specifically for that. So we do all kinds of things. We've been involved in, we hosted a shower for a young lady who had been rescued from sex trafficking a couple of years ago. We're trying to help her get back on her feet, and we were able to do that. We've been at the hospitality house. We have several people who have been very sick with chemo in the community or with cancer, and trying to help them offset some of their costs. So people that are in crisis, people that are in need, there's a lot of brokenness and a lot of hurt, and so Refuge seeks to be that shelter for the storm, seeks to be that place that really helps people find the encouragement that they need. We call it rest for today and hope for tomorrow.
Very exciting. So talk with us a little bit about how you got involved in this.
Well, what happened is I've been in Blowing Rock for about 20 years. And I've been in another church previously and very involved actively in the community. And so therefore I've been able to establish a lot of relationships with a lot of people. And so over the last 20 years with a lot of those relationships, in the last 6 months, what has happened really is a lot of those people have come forth and said, you know, we need something new in Blowing Rock. We need something new in Watauga County, something where people can come and not feel judged, a place where everybody is new, everybody is on the same playing field per se. And we feel like, Rhonda, you would be the person to be able to do that. And so as we begin to really talk about those things and think about those things, we did some demographic studies. We found out that less than 45% of all the people in the Blowing Rock School District are involved in any church anywhere. There's a poverty rate of about 15%, 12% of single families. So there's a huge need in the Blowing Rock area. In the Boone, Watauga County, actually, we have people that are driving from Boone that are coming into Refuge as well. And so it really was one of those things that we have a passion to really love people. I believe that that's what the gospel tells us to do.
Right.
It says to go into the world. It doesn't say to stay inside of our churches and let people come to us. It says that we're to go out into the world, and so that's what we do.
Fantastic. Sounds awesome. So talk with us a little bit about the process of actually getting Refuge started. I'm sure a lot of little details went into this.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we had a group of about 12 people in the beginning that we sat down and we discussed what our vision would be, our purpose, what we would believe in, if we would be a denomination or not, which Refuge is a non-denominational church, because we want to be an ecumenical group of believers that come together for the purpose of knowing Him and making Him known. I believe that's what we're called to do, is to know God and make Him known.
Right.
And so we wanted to be a community of believers that is very ecumenical. We want people from all walks of life, and all places. We want to be able to help people along their spiritual journey. So this small group of people got together, and we started dreaming and we started thinking about all the great things that we would be able to do. So we started meeting actually in someone's home. We met there for about 4 weeks. We outgrew that very quickly. We currently are meeting in the Blowing Rock Community Club building across from the Blowing Rock Pool. But this Sunday is going to be our last Sunday there. So we've outgrown that already. We've probably had close to maybe 90 or 100 people that have come through Refuge already. Our attendance averages somewhere between probably 55 and 65 a week. But it's really growing, and people are hearing about it, and people are excited. I think mostly because it's not just a place. Refuge is not about buildings, it's about people.
Right.
It's not about programs, it's about relationships. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So talk with us a little bit about April 13th and what's going to be happening on that day.
Yeah, April 13th is our official launch. We're very excited about that at 10 o'clock in the morning at Blowing Rock School Gym. We have an incredible service already planned. We have some great people that are going to come and be involved in that. On that Sunday morning, we have programs for everybody. We have nursery, we have children's program. Our children's program is called 24/7 Kids. So all of our kindergarten through 5th graders will have their own program. We have a youth ministry program. Our worship team, the Refuge worship team, is probably some of the most talented and gifted musicians that I know of, and vocalists. So we're very excited about that. We have a big day planned, and we hope that people will come out. And I believe that if they come, I tell everybody, if you'll come at least once, I believe that you will find that you will leave being encouraged and empowered, and you will leave with rest, and you will leave with hope. You will leave knowing that you have a purpose to know God and to make Him known. Refuge is a really great community of people who truly love people.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great.
Now, what would you say to someone who maybe has never been to church, has been out of church for a while, and is kind of on the fence about coming to Refuge, but maybe even a little nervous about it?
Well, that's the exciting thing, is because Refuge is specifically, that was one of the goals of the ministry. As a matter of fact, we've had quite a few people who already are coming in, and people say to me all the time, Rhonda, I am not a church person. And I always say, well, good, then this is why you need to be at Refuge, because we're not just your normal church. We are a group of people who are all seeking the same purpose. And whether you've been in church or you haven't been in church, everybody has the need for hope. Everybody has the need for encouragement. Everybody has the need to find purpose in their life. And so Refuge is this really great place for people who haven't been in church in a while, have never been in church in a while, or people who have been in church their whole life. It's right. Everybody's in the same place wanting the same thing. And I think that's what makes Refuge such a special place.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So is the best way to get involved with the ministry to just come on?
They can come on Sunday, April the 13th, be there at 10 o'clock in the morning. We certainly want everybody to come out for that. We've got some exciting things we'll be doing, and a few things that we're going to give away, and some of those kind of things as well for people to come. But we also have a website, okay. And it is brrefuge.com. So if people want to visit our website, they can go to that and find out a lot of other information as well about all the different activities that we have, and calendars of events, and who we are and what we believe, for people to be able to kind of explore what Refuge is all about.
Sounds great. Well, thank you so much for coming in to talk with us
today.
Thank
you. I appreciate you inviting me to be here, and we're very, very excited, and you're invited to come too, April 13th.
I know, it sounds fantastic. It sounds like something we all need to check out, and you can tell that you are very excited about it as well, which I think makes everybody pretty excited. So thank you so much. Best of luck with everything, and we will be back right after these messages with more of the Mountain Television Network.